Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Here's Gainwell to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
So here is the former Giant. It's Saquon Barkley. Down the sideline, past the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll run. It's Barkley. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This a 31-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. Now the replacement for Joe Mixon, it's Zach Moss. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Burrow. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Open man is the tight end Sample. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They face 2nd down and 7. They go play action for Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Hurts. Going to keep it on the option.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
3rd and a yard. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? On 1st down, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, here's Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. And now, following the turnover, they have a chance to move out in front. They start 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals move out to a 7-3 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic 1st down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Once again, it's Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing is Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
A first down throw for Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On third down, here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on fourth down as we are through quarter number 1. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Quickly, this one out to Chase. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. First and 10. Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now Barkley. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's second and 9. To throw is Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll run the counter with Barkley. Yeah! He's taken down just shy of the 10.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
They'll run it here with Saquon.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll try to run this one in. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles move out front. It's 9-7. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Burrow. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
They're all set to punt this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line, he's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. This one popped in the air and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work, and they start in the best possible situation. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Moss. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
They were stopped on second down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run. It's Moss. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are going to move out in front.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Hurts gonna hold on to this one.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They bring Chase in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. Burrow now. That's to his tight end, Eric All. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Now whistles here and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. Now it is 1st and goal. Throwing is Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion. Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On third down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. On play action, Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
Hurts will try it again. In trouble. He's going to be taken down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. And now here comes the punt team. Charlie Jones, deep to return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The home team's offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bengals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B. Their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Oh! Saquon Barkley! Saquon Barkley! And he's gonna go all the way! An electrifying run! 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Williams now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Burrow. Across the field, there's Chase. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. Second and a yard. They go play action for Burrow. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Nice job of getting him down there for the sack. And Huff has now joined the Eagles this offseason. He had a breakout campaign last year in New York that saw him record 10 sacks on the year. They're hoping he can fill those shoes left by Hassan Reddick. And so far, Mike, so good.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. Darius Slay, Mr. Big Play, with his hands right around the ball again.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he is putting together a game to remember. Let's take you through some of the highlights. A lot of yards tallied here. Over 200 rushing yards. Just rare you do not see, especially in this passing era, a lot of 200-plus yard rushing games, but we've got one here today. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, And man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Now Hurts going to call his own number. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll run again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Taking off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
On play action, here's Hurts. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Eagles will tie the game here in the 3rd quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Brown. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
second down. Burrow. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Burrow here on second down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Now a second down throw for Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
They call this the alley. So it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers. And depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring Chase in motion. Throwing is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Burrow to throw. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the third quarter. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. First and 10. Off the play fake. Hurts. A pass. Caught by Saquon. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Hurts working in the pistol. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
They need one right now. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Burrow now to throw on first down. He's going to keep it himself. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play, but next time, let's come away with the pick.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to all the tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Man in motion is Smith. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Here goes Hurts on the design run. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a first down. On play action, Hurts. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there, no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurt. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Sam Hubbard, former Buckeye, in there to bring him down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to tie things up here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Burrow.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Throwing again, Burrow on 2nd and 10. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. To throw is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
There's that man again, another catch. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Second down throw for Burrow. He'll get that to Paul, his tight end. An attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
On first down, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he has missed this one. No good. And this is going to stay a tie game here in the fourth.
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Hurts gonna run this one himself. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. It's like a design run. Hurts has it. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. To throw is Hurts. That's taken in, and he's going to pick up the first down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to, gets there, and keeps the drive alive.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here goes Hurts on the design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to grab a late lead. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. On the return, it's Williams. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Burrow. He's got it at the 7. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Hurts. He'll try to run for it. Well, they do indeed get the timeout, so not all is lost. They will have a chance for one final fling to the end zone. This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.